Hello friends! It is Mrs. Mount here in the Limitless Learning Headquarters, and we are here today to talk about emotions. So yesterday we learned how to say hello, my name is. Today we're going to learn how to talk about emotions. So hello, my name is, usually when you're in a conversation, usually ends up in being, how are you? But how do we talk about how are you if we can't talk about our emotions? So first we're going to talk about how to ask how are you, and then we will talk about the different emotions, and we will actually use our emotions station for the very first time, which is super exciting as well. So let's get to it. So first we're going to learn in American Sign Language and in a lot of sign language cultures, the order in which you say things isn't exactly the way that you would word them in English. So where I would ask, hello, how are you? In sign language, I would actually say, hello, how are you? So you're not saying how are you, you're saying how. So it's almost like your Y hand shape, and you're going to turn. So how you. And this is the respectful way, or the way that I was taught anyways, to show respect when you're saying you. It's kind of the same idea as instead of pointing at someone, as that can be seen as rude sometimes. This is, how are you? So I would say, hello, how are you? And then that person would say, they're good, they're happy, they're sad, and whatnot. And then they might say, how are you? Well, what are you supposed to say to that? Alright, so let's learn it. This is what I have created, and I am calling it the emotion station. And this is what we're going to use in this channel to talk about emotions. They can be a pretty tricky thing to figure out, a pretty tricky thing to talk about, pretty tricky thing to understand, really. So this is how I have figured out that I am going to learn about them as you learn about them with me. So we are going to learn about our emotions in the zone that they are in. In a lot of places they are teaching a curriculum that teaches zones. So the green zone would be good. Yellow zone is a little bit, you need to kind of get yourself down a little bit, and the red zone is, look, you need to bring yourself down. You need to focus. You're gonna hurt yourself. You're gonna hurt somebody else. You need to really center yourself. And then we've got blue over here, and that's for more emotions that you can't really well, the other ones you can't control either, but so these would be when you are sick and when you are sad. That would be what's considered in the blue. And what my mom has done actually is she crocheted me circles, yellow circles, and I took fabric paint and painted on the faces and then glued clips on so that I could clip them in. And then on this side, there are color-coordinated bags with strategies in them, written with permanent marker on rocks. So yeah, that's how we're going to start talking about it. So we are going to start with the blue, and we are going to start with sick. So the sign for sick, you're going to take your middle fingers, you're going to just kind of bring them out just a little bit. You're going to put one on your forehead and one on your belly. Sick. And you kind of make like a scrunched face, eyebrows down. You might kind of, you're showing pain. You're sick. As pain usually comes with sick. Now that we've talked about pain, another way to sign hurt, or pain, would be to take your pointer fingers, just like that, and wherever you feel the pain. So if I felt the pain in my shoulder, I would do this sign near my shoulder, and that would actually say that would signify to the individual that, or to whoever you're speaking with, that this is what hurts. Or if my head hurts, that this is what hurts. So you take your your pointer fingers like this, and you twist them, just like that. Like that. So hurts. Hurt. Hurt. That could also mean sore. I know there are other kinds of words for sore as well. But yeah, so we've learned sad, we've now learned, we've learned sick, we've now learned hurt, so now let's learn sad. So sad is here with some tears and a frown and eyebrows down. Really similar looking to sick, except sick has some green cheeks and can sometimes have a thermometer if they're not feeling good. Sad has tears, a frown, and those eyebrows. So we're gonna kind of match that face, and you're gonna put your open flat hand, and you're gonna go sad, sad. And one thing that's really interesting about sign language is that the entire form of communication can be enhanced and is kind of a fundamental of it is your facial expression and your body language and the tone and the speed at which you're signing. So if you're really sad, then you could be sad, and you could be hunched over, and you could be really, really sad. Or if you were just a little bit sad, you'd be like, sad, you know. Yeah. So that's a really neat thing too, is that you can describe your emotions, but you can describe them almost a little bit more. You can describe, how intense you might be feeling, or how much you might be feeling that feeling. And that I find is really, really helpful for the students that I work with, and for myself, and for a lot of the people that I know, because sometimes emotions can be hard to talk about. And I found that sign language is a great way to express those emotions and to help understand them and help to explain them to other people, like we're trying to do right now. So we've done the blue zone, and in here there would be rocks like that one says hug, that one says draw, that one says talk, that one says breathe. Some of them have hearts on them. Just little suggestions or little prompts that might, if I'm like, I'm just feeling sad. Oh, go for a walk. You know what? Maybe I will go for a walk. Alright, so into the green, we are going to start with happy. So happy has high eyebrows and a nice smile. And so for happy, you have the same eyebrows, smile. And like we learned in the last video when we talked about my sign name, we learned the emotion happy is you're going to take your hand like that, and you're going to just brush up twice, right like that. So happy. Alright, the next one we are going to learn is this one, and it is calm. And that's kind of a hard emotion to come by sometimes. It's a hard emotion to get to. But for calm, we are going to bring our hands together, up like that, and then down. Calm. And you could close your eyes when you do it. Calm. You know what? I'm feeling calm today. Again, if any of these signs seem different than any of the signs that you know, please share them with me. I would really love to know. I will leave the information below. And so, the next emotion, this one is called ready to learn. So for the sign that I'm going to use to identify that one is the sign for ready. And that, you take your R hand shape, like that. So your R hand shape, and you just kind of move in the direction to the right. Ready. So ready. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to run. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for everything. Now the next emotion we're going to learn is this one here, and that is nervous. And that's when you feel like the butterflies in your belly, and then you might not feel so good. So you're going to take your pointer finger and your middle finger. You're going to put them on the back of your non-dominant hand, so your non-main hand, the hand you don't write with the most. And you're just going to shake them back and forth, as if you're shaking as if you're nervous. Just like that. So nervous. You know, I'm feeling nervous today. Nervous. Alright, so the next one that we are going to learn is silly. This is probably the emotion I encounter the most at school, hands down. And it's a really, really fun emotion, but it's a really, really fun emotion if it can be kind of direction-eared in the right way. We can have fun, but as long as we're following the rules and, you know, doing what we need to do. So for silly, you're going to take your Y hand shape, just like that, and you're going to go in front of your face, just like that. So down, back, and down. Silly. Feeling silly. Alright, the next one is frustrated. This is another one that we try to catch before it gets to mad, but sometimes it's a hard one to catch in between. And frustrated is actually, you're going to take your hand and you are going to put it like a flat hand there, and you're gonna just kind of go towards your face and a little bit up. Frustrated. Feeling frustrated. Frustrated. Alright. And this one is mad. We've got our eyebrows down. Same with frustrated. I didn't show that. You had your eyebrows down. I'm feeling frustrated. Frustrated. Okay. So, next, mad. That same eyebrows. But this time, you're going to scratch your face. So you take a claw hand shape and these three. Mad. Mad. So that's mad. And this one, I label as out of control. So that's if someone's hitting, swearing, running, anything that is way out of control. It needs to stop now, or they need help now, and that's the sign that we are going to learn, and it's a really, really important sign to learn as well. So you're going to put a flat palm down, you're going to put your thumb up, like that, and you're just going to help. So it all moves up together. Help. Almost as if this hand is helping this hand. Up. Help. So if someone's in that out of control, if you can't control yourself, you just feel the need to run, you just need to throw things, you just need to do whatever, you need to sign help, because you need some help to calm. Alright, my friends. Well, that is the emotions, and now you know how to ask about them and express them. So, join us tomorrow where we will start learning how to sign the numbers. Alright, stay limitless, learners!